Hi there, and welcome to this week's edition of Top End Track Talk. I'm Andrew O'Toole, and today we'll be previewing this coming Friday's meeting here from Fanny Bay in Darwin, which will be the 5th of December. Some 39 horses have accepted for the fixture, with 9 riders in attendance, meaning a scratching will be required from each of the first 2 races, which have 10 acceptors apiece. The first of the handful gets underway at the mid-afternoon time of 3:16 p.m, while the last is timed to jump at 5:38 p.m. In the first, the Ladbrokes Fast Payouts handicap, we all like those, a benchmark 54 event over 1,300 metres. My numbers are 1, 3 and 7. Going here with the top weight, number 1, Merchant Delight, trained by Phil Cole, Deborah Barton in the saddle. Won't be the top weight after Deborah's 3 kilo claim though, carrying 62, but will have that reduced to 59 kilos after Deb's claim. And this horse racing really well. A good second last time out. That was behind Patriotic King here on the 15th of November. That was in this grade of benchmark 54. Has won twice previously in Darwin, Merchant Delight. So if it wins this one, it'll be a recipient of the $5,000 Sportsbet Newcomers bonus. Phil took that out last week with Time to Backer, so he targets these bonuses, and well done to him. And so good luck to the connections in Merchant Delight. I think he'll take plenty of beatings. So number 1 on top for me. Ahead of 3, Hellfire Miss from the stable of Chloe Baxter. Matthew McGurran visiting from Queensland. Nice to have Matt here. Very good rider. He's ridden some 900 winners in his career. Very accomplished rider. Having his first ride in the territory, so we wish him all the best. He's got some nice rides on the day. Hellfire Miss, 5th last time out on the 15th of November behind Prince Reuben. That was in 0 to 64 company, so dropping back in grade, and on her best form, Hellfire Miss, she'll be right in the finish here. And in for third, number 7, New Enterprise. The 7-year-old, trained by Pete Stennett, Paul Shires in the saddle. He's won 5 times from 16 goes over the 1,300 metres, and his last start effort over that trip was a 3rd placing behind Prince Reuben, and that was also on the 15th of November. So my numbers in the first are 1, 3 and 7. The second, to become a DTC member handicap, it is over 1,200 metres. This 0 to 70, and this is a cracking field. Really exciting race here. 9 of them will go around, 10 acceptors, 1 will be a scratching. But some very good horses resuming from spells here. The likes of the Derby winner in Capitol Hill, the Guineas winner in Vanguard Legend, and it's a great race. So my numbers here are 5, 6 and 2. Going with number 5 here, Brazen Bond, for Jason Manning and Vanessa Rahn. It goes from a nice barrier of 3 here, and its last start effort here after a little break was good. A second behind Sun Tzu, beaten 3.5 lengths, but was a good run over the 1,100 metres. The extra 100 metres will suit Brazen Bond. He's a pretty smart galloper on his day. It was a bit disappointing his last campaign, but I thought that first up run was really good. So look to him to go on with the job, and I like him in this, number 5. Ahead of number 6, Struck Gold. Ella Clark trains, Jared Todd rides. He finished 3rd in the same race that Brazen Bond was 2nd, and that was behind Sun Tzu here on the 15th of November. Struck Gold's only had the 4 starts here for a 2nd and 3 thirds, so knocking on the door. I've got him in to run 2nd. And in for 3rd, one of the big guns, number 2, Vanguard Legend, trained by Chloe Baxter. Matt McGurran to ride. Was the 3-year-old of the year in Darwin last season, courtesy of some tremendous performances. As I mentioned, he won the Guineas. He ran 2nd in the Derby to his stablemate in Capitol Hill, and he was never out of the first 3 or 4 in his races here, Vanguard Legend. Look to him to go a big race fresh. He'll probably improve with the run, you would say, but the 1,200 metres, he's had 3 starts at the trip for 2 wins. So he's quality, and I've got him in for 3rd. So my numbers in race 2 are 5, 6 and 2. The 3rd, the smallest field of the day, the Tab Handicap. It's over the 1,100 metres for the 0 to 64 gallopers. Just a field of 5 to go around here, and my numbers are 5, 3 and 1. I thought Chloe Baxter would be in for a pretty decent day, and she's got a good chance here in number 5, Labo Queria. Drawn the inside gate, McGurran in the saddle. Last start winner here on the 18th of October. That was over this trip of 1,100 metres in benchmark 54 grade. So going up in grade a little bit, but I thought its effort was good. Beat Beatification on that occasion in the hands of Dakota Gillette. The senior rider goes on this time, and I thought in the small field, Labo Queria would get every chance. So number 5 on top for me. Ahead of 3, Kessler. Now Kessler raced so well during the carnival back in July and early August. Had 3 starts for 3 wins for Angela Forster, and the horse was ridden on each occasion by Vanessa Rana. She takes the mount here again, as you would expect. Hasn't had a run since the 2nd of August. That was day 7 of the carnival. Won in a 0 to 58, and this a 64, but did win a 62 prior to that. So around the mark in this sort of grade. Fresh up, as I mentioned, 3 wins during the carnival. Only has to be anywhere near its best to be hard to beat here. Number 3, and in for third, number 1, Canton Kid. He's an interesting runner for me. Raymond Viger for Tayan Halter. He's the winner of 173,008 races. Hasn't raced since the carnival. He was disappointing, there's no doubt about it, through the carnival, but on his best form, he will be very competitive here. First up for 4 months, so keep an eye on number 1. Watch the tote with number 1, Canton Kid. Numbers in the third, 5, 3 and 1. We go to the fourth, the Silks Darwin new menu handicap. That sounds like something we should try out, the new menu at Silks. The 1,000 metres for this one, 0 to 58, and another decent field lining up here. Numbers are 1, 2 and 3. Jumping Power 2, like Merchant Delight earlier in the day, chasing his 3rd win in the calendar year to get that Sportsbet $5,000 bonus, and this horse has been really impressive. He's only had 2 starts in Darwin. He's won them both for Tommy and Sonia Logan. He's in the same grade. He's actually won his last 2 in 0 to 58 grade, and this is a 58 again. So well placed by Tom, and even though he's drawn the outside gate, I don't think it'll matter. He looks one of the better bets of the day. Number 1, Jumping Power 2. To beat number 2, Predicting, was a winner 2 starts back for Tayan Halter and Raymond Viger. Then ran 3rd behind Buckle Up Buddy on day 7 of the carnival. So fresh up here, hasn't had a run for 4 months, but Predicting in his best form would be right in the finish here. And in for third, number 3, Peace Baby. Chloe Baxter trains, Matt McGarren rides. Was a good run 3 starts back, ran 2nd behind Miss Black Diamond. Then was down the track last time out behind 2 starts ago, rather, behind Patriotic King, and the last start behind Bryce, I didn't think was bad, only beaten 2 1/4 lengths, and Bryce won here, and that was just a week ago on the 28th of November. So my numbers in the fourth are 1, 2 and 3, and we go to the last. It's the Roant Trobus Maiden Plate. The Maiden is up in our last race of the day at 5:38. My numbers here are 6, 3 and 1. Number 6, Red Extreme for me, Vanessa Arnott for Jason Manning. 2nd last time out behind Snappy Sweetheart. That was on the 15th of November. Snappy Sweetheart had won twice prior to that, so that was one of the hybrid races. So Red Extreme, still a maiden, was taking on a horse that had won 2, who's now won 3. So I think that's good enough form for Red Extreme to go 1 better this time. And I've got it in to beat 3 T Galleria and 1 Paddy Yep. They both finished 3rd and 4th in the same race that Red Extreme was 2nd. And so we're going all around that Snappy Sweetheart form. T Galleria, Paul Shires trains and rides. It finished 3rd, and Paddy Yep, Jared Todd for Gary Clark, it was 4th. So going around the Snappy Sweetheart form, as I mentioned, numbers here in the last 6, 3 and 1. Best bet on the day in race 3, number 5, Labo Queria. Could be a good day for Chloe, as we mentioned earlier, Chloe Baxter. So race 3, number 5, Labo Queria. Don't think you'll get rich, but I think it'll be very hard to beat. Well, the best roughies in race 4, number 5, Star Spangled Dancer. She can be a bit of a trick, Star Spangled Dancer, but the 1 gate is what she craves. That's what she's got this time. 1,000 metres maybe on the short side, but if she jumps and runs, I think she can get some of it. That's in the race that I think Jumping Power 2 is the hardest to beat. Well, that wraps up this edition of Top End Track Talk. We'll be back again next week for our last meeting prior to Christmas here from Fanny Bay, and that will be Saturday, the 13th of December. We then have another meeting on the 27th of December to wrap up the year of 2025. And until next week, good luck and good punting.